in.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks.
I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Friday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break for the first time in almost 2 weeks. The three-legged stool is completely together. Everybody's
Whoa.
here. Everybody's here.
First time in nearly 2 weeks. That's crazy.
Well, Jake took a month off.
I took the equivalent of a week off. Then Sip was gone yesterday. Bill was gone Wednesday. But now everybody's here today. The boat is full today.
Are we full boat next week?
I'm here.
I'm here. I think we're all here.
I think you're talking to yourself.
Dude, I do that a lot. Yeah, all right. Well, then we're full steam ahead.
We are full steam ahead. Glad to have it.
Yeah.
Spring game tomorrow. NFL draft last night kicked off. We got rounds 2 and 3 today. We got 4 through 7 tomorrow. We'll get to that in a second, though. But
what a draft. What a draft.
Yeah, we will.
Drought's over.
Yeah, thank you.
Drought is OVER.
The
The middle of the state got hammered, it looked like last night.
East Campus was getting hammered.
Was it? It was like McCook. This is big. Yeah. Jake's got something.
No, just delayed breaking news. The drought is over.
The drought is over.
Confirming the drought is over.
Go back into it.
The middle of the state just got hammered.
Did
I'd like to hear from people out there. What was the hail situation? There was golf ball size hail that may have been coming down. It talked about what the damage was going to happen.
Charles Carroll.
Yeah.
Bill was hoping for a foot of hail here in Lincoln.
Safe hail. Small pellets of hail, a foot of them for slow melting for mushrooms.
That was
Yes, that was the reason.
That's what
It's always odd to me when it was pouring on East Campus, but then when I got downtown, the rain was gone. It always freaks me out when that happens.
It's called pockets.
It's called pockets.
Pockets of rain.
It does.
It's a term.
It freaks me out. I thought, oh God, I'm going to have to run into the ticket. I got over here.
This morning.
There's nothing. Yeah, today.
I didn't have any rain on the way in.
Yeah, it was absolutely pouring on East Campus.
Were you doing on East Campus some studying? Or where we
I
at?
just was driving through there.
We at Valentino's, the old Valentino's.
I was driving through on Holdridge.
Were you doing any tire flips? You've done some tire flips in that track before, if I recall back years ago.
There's we got to get into this.
Yes, we do, and then we'll get to roll call.
There's a tractor testing track that's nestled in the back over by NET that it's hardly ever anybody there. So I used to go over there and run. And at one point I took one of the tires out of my truck and was carrying it around. I would do that as a workout. This was a long time ago. Jake, this was like,
you brought it up on the air before. I thought it was worth bringing up again.
I was in my 20s, in my
You're pretty ripped up. You're
my brother-in-law never let me forget it. Carrying that tire around. It was
I don't
odd.
think I would either.
No, if you saw it was probably odd to other people. I never even thought about what other people must have thought when they saw me, but whatever. Yeah, not many people see that track. Are you even aware of it?
No, I'm unaware.
I still don't know where it's at.
It's like what? You don't?
I don't think so.
It's directly to the north of NET, the building.
Okay.
Yeah. But you can't see it from the road.
I'm going to go seek it out sometime.
Yeah, you can't see it from the road because there's an embankment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's hid intentionally there.
Embankment.
Yeah.
Go find this. Go find this track maybe today, possibly.
There's some people that go over there now with their dogs. I've noticed sometimes.
Is that right?
Yeah, I will go over there sometimes, but not very often anymore.
Okay. All right. Well,
love to hear from the middle of the state. What happened?
Yes. Are you okay? Middle of the state.
Was it that bad?
What's the
there?
hail situation in the Kearney, Holdridge, GI area?
Is that what we're talking about?
Yes.
Like how far?
Parker, Chris, check in.
How far this way?
I would say, I'm just guessing from the thunderstorm that hit last night, probably about 11-ish, about 10:45, something like that.
Yes.
So I'm going to say all the way, even almost to from Seward may have been in close to being in line. York, I think, would have caught some heat. So it'd be nice to know what's going on.
I can confirm it was 11 o'clock because that was the time I was trying to go to bed because someone did not want to go to sleep last night.
Who's that?
A child.
Elizabeth.
A child. No.
Elizabeth.
Yeah.
A child, Elizabeth.
Yeah. A child. She's a child. I could not get the
Scotland was
to sleep
fine.
last night. She was being rough last night, but finally did. 11 o'clock.
Was it
But I heard the thunderstorm start
was,
at 11 o'clock.
yeah, was there her first storm?
I think so, but that wasn't the problem. That was not the issue because the storm wasn't going from 9:30 to 11.
Oh.
That was just life happening
That's
at
life.
the house.
Things
At
are
the
getting
house.
real over at
Things
the
are getting real.
Sorensens.
But you know what? I got to bed eventually, and so did she. So everything's good.
Did you get some sleep?
A few hours, yeah. A few hours of sleep last night. We're okay. All right, so part of the roll call will be, what's the situation? If you're in central Nebraska, did you get hit by hail? Are you okay?
I'd like to know.
Are you okay?
Did you literally get hit by hail?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
402-464-5685. Please text your name, your age, where you're listening from, and also did you have hail impact your life yesterday, whether in Nebraska or not? We go to
the moisture update.
And by the way, the mailbag, it's not mailbag, the roll call. I get these things messed up all the time. The roll call is sponsored by Madsen's Bowling and Billiards, a great place for a Friday night or a weekend or any night, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
It's an any night place. It really is. I think Friday night would be the epitome of awesomeness to
The
be
optimum?
at Mad. I do. I think Madsen's like a bowling alley on a Friday night.
The
Had
epitome.
a hard week of work. All of a sudden, boom, we're out there. We're kegling.
Kegling.
Yes. I tell you the one thing,
Throwing some back.
you always had to find the one guy, and you always took it in like some sort of a life skills class, how to keep score. I just don't like the fact there's nobody up there that's manning the big sheet of paper and keeping score. Now it's just all automated. I don't like that at all. I love the one. There's always one guy up there, and they had the little light over the top, and
Oh, yeah.
and they were the ones keeping the score,
God, yeah.
putting the spare in, and it took a lot. It was some mathematics. You had to use
serious mathematics.
serious. And I was always like, hey, who here can keep? There's always the one guy in your group that could keep score. He always had to man everything.
Yeah, we did learn that in PE.
Yes, P. You learned
Yeah,
how
I
to
learned
keep score.
I did not learn that. I don't think in PE.
How to keep
Oh, that's-
score? Oh, well, you know
I
what?
don't
Because
believe
you're part of the automated lifestyle.
I'm part of the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Changed
the
the
problem
curriculum.
here.
They changed the curriculum. Well, we had the same type of stuff. It was definitely in PE we learned how to do
Yeah.
that. Well, we went to the bowling alley.
That's when I almost threw the perfect game. That's when everything changed.
That was
They went
school.
pro.
That was school. Oh yeah, that was during school. I was a PE class.
And Bill
I went on a
to
heater in 7th grade.
become a professional bowler.
Got really serious.
Got really serious. Never came
Almost
within,
threw
never
three
came
on.
within 130 of that again.
The best part wasn't even close.
It's still pretty.
9
Remarkable.
9 straight strikes.
Okay,
That's a remarkable feat.
it is very impressive.
I never
happened
did
again.
that. Yeah, I never did that.
Some roll call. Turner from Fort Myers not affected by storms yesterday, but he's age 45. He's going.
Nice.
But actually, he's in Nebraska City, headed to Larson Motors right now.
Nice.
Sip knows Larson Motors.
Wait a second. Seriously?
He's going to Larson
All
Motors.
right, good.
St.
Mention the
Potato.
ticket. You'll get some money off.
That's right.
Light duty truck.
St. Potato, age 34, listening from Kratos this morning, doing some deadlifts as we speak.
Oh, that's nice. Deadlifts. Would be the last time I did those were never. There's never a time.
I don't even know what they are.
I kind of have an idea. It's just you're bend down and just up to your waist.
Yeah.
I mean, just
Oh,
you kind of
is that it,
straighten
Jake?
out.
It is.
Is that it?
I've never done a deadlift either.
No. It's sometimes I'm at the gym. I'm out. I'm like going, should I do tricep extensions or deadlifts? Which one? I think I'll go triceps.
So you just bring it to your waist.
Yes, that's it.
Bring the barbell.
Yes.
What's
Chalk. A lot of chalk.
What's that for?
I think I don't know, a little bit of everything.
Lower back.
Yeah,
and
lower
legs,
back.
I think. Drew and Wahoo is getting rained on right now. It's
Whoa.
getting rained on at this moment. Jethro and McCook. Lots of thunder and lightning. A nice layer of small hail last night in
Nice.
McCook. Russ in the Highlands, no hail, age 57. Nels in Big Fork, Montana, no hail up there. Jay in Winter Park, Florida, 58 years old.
No hail. No hail in Florida.
No
That's
hail.
good to know.
No hail in Florida.
Oranges are okay.
It does hail there, though, right?
It does. Oh yeah, hail's
Anyway,
everywhere.
sure. Mike in Kansas is going for a run right now in Lindsborg, age 41. No hail in Kansas last night, at least in Lindsborg.
I thought McCook was getting hit by the major part of the big hail.
Well, they've said lots of thunder and lightning, but in a small layer of hail. So it's nothing.
It's not.
It's
That's
not
something.
nothing, I mean.
It's something.
Isaac in Lincoln, Craig in Berlin, Ohio, Sean in Eagle. No hail in Eagle last night. Paul in Lincoln, age 38. No hail, just the best sleep medicine, rain. Good sound. It's a good sound. Good peaceful sound. Bill and Bennett said there's hail. So
Really?
no hail in Eagle, but hail in Bennett. Similar.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about that?
Just south of Eagle. Jordan Wilbur, age 28, no hail. Chad and Kyle, Texas. We got Grand Island Mitch, did not get hit by hail, but GI supposedly got over 2 inches of rain.
Oh wow, that's
last
good for
night.
the mushrooms. Right when you needed it. It's a bonanza. It's a bonanza.
Right now.
Have you been out?
What's that? I have.
Have you?
Me and Duke we got some. Now it's gonna hit. We're on. This is the time right now, guys.
Okay, let's do it. Tom, 76
let's
years
do
old in Omaha. I've never gone morel mushroom hunting before.
You would
Gotta
like
happen
it.
at sometime.
You would like it.
Sometime we got to do it. Stephen in Hondo, Texas. No storms, balmy, 75 degrees. But he said he did see softball-size hail a couple years ago.
Ooh.
Softball.
That would be terrifying. That ruins everything, doesn't it?
Yes.
Softball-size
I
hail
would
fall
think it
from
would-
the sky?
All from the.
I suppose if you're a roofer or something, you kind of wanted to see it.
Oh yeah.
Like get some
possibly so.
business
Little
here.
job security.
Yeah.
Someone is heading home from Pebble Beach today on the text line. Wow. California.
Man,
I hope you played some golf and it was good golf.
heading home. This
Yes.
like where's
It's
he going?
Dean. He's going to the spring game tomorrow. So he was in Pebble Beach playing some golf, coming back for the spring game tomorrow.
Nice.
Not a bad life there for Dean, age
Get here.
56.
Our weather's good tomorrow, right, for the spring game?
Look, it appears pretty good. It appears
Yeah.
pretty good. 70s, low 70s for the spring game.
Is
So
it supposed to be clear?
yeah, I believe so. And Sunday's back to rain again.
Oh, is that right?
Yep. Jeremiah in South Carolina. Good morning, Nyla. Good morning in Seward, and Hoff and Palmyra had hail for about 5 minutes last night.
Palmyra.
So Palmyra there. That's over by Bennett.
Yeah.
So there was hail.
It all makes sense.
Eagle didn't have hail, but Bennett and Palmyra apparently did. Who knows? That is the
That's
roll
it?
call sponsored
Roll call.
by Madsen's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge. Go play some pool. Go play some
Talk to Sarah.
darts. Bowl. Have a burger at EJ's Bar and Lounge. A great place to spend your Friday
I
night.
think they have a jukebox there
Yeah.
too.
They have a jukebox
If
there.
you're having problems with your life, talk to Sarah. She's a spirit animal.
Yes, she
Yeah,
is.
she is. So
She is the
ask for
epitome of
Sarah,
high energy.
and everything in your life will change.
High
talk
energy.
to Sarah.
High energy there. And also, yeah, guess for I don't chit chat, Sip, for your question there. The weather appears to be very good for the spring game. I think 70 degrees by the end of the scrimmage tomorrow, but maybe in the low 60s to begin at 11 a.m. So very, very nice weather tomorrow expected in Lincoln for the spring game. Anything else? Idle chit chat? You guys good?
I'm good.
Okay.
No.
All right, that's Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by Newton's Lawn Care. Please call or text Andrew in the squad at 402-440-6297. 50% off your first fertilizer application this spring when you contact Andrew. Last night, NFL draft began, and there was some interesting picks, including one by the Atlanta Falcons at 8th overall. Despite getting Kirk Cousins at a very big contract this offseason, the Falcons decided to pick Michael Penix Jr. from Washington, 8th overall pick. Kirk Cousins, through his agent, not happy about the pick in Atlanta last night. Very confused about this. He said basically, this doesn't help our team win this year. This is a long-term view. I came here to win now. This pick does not help Atlanta win now. That was, I think, an interesting, odd pick in the first round last night.
Were people expecting Atlanta to take that Alabama pass rusher?
Yes, they thought Dallas Turner would be the guy that they would take.
Yeah, that's
Not a quarterback. They would think they'd take a quarterback. And I like Michael Penix. I'm a fan of Michael Penix. He's not going to start there.
I'm
right
a
away.
big fan of Penix, and I would push back.
I would too.
Ooh.
I'd push. I don't
Okay.
think it's a bad deal. I
Wait
don't
a
think it's
second.
I don't
What's
think
Cousins saying?
Apparently, the agent of Kirk Cousins put out a post that they were blindsided by the fact that the Falcons would take a quarterback in the first round, let alone top 10 pick, number 8 overall.
It's an interesting world, isn't it?
Well, if you listen to which is a whole different story, listening to Saban talk last night, I didn't catch every bit of it, but I got a good hunk of it. Talking to Saban talk, he talked about when he was in the NFL with the Dolphins. He said they were 3rd in total defense, and they couldn't score.
Yeah.
And so the quarterback position, he was just like, if you don't have one, just stop. You can do all these other stuff. You can't get enough explosive plays. Cousins is coming off a Achilles injury.
Yes.
And also, let's just say it works out that Cousins does well and he sits for a year or two. How many places has that worked? How'd Mahomes do sitting behind Alex Smith?
Worked pretty well.
Yeah, worked out pretty well. How'd it work in Green Bay? with
Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers sat
Worked
for,
out.
I think, 2 or 3 years, right?
Yes.
And so having that I don't push back on that. Nope, I think, but I'm all in for the Falcons making that decision.
Offense. I mean, the draft was crazy. The first defensive player was number 15.
Yeah, the first 14 players, all offensive players last night in the draft. First 3 picks, all quarterbacks. Caleb Williams to the Bears, Jaden Daniels to the Commanders, and Drake May to the Patriots. So top 3 quarterbacks. Bo Nix went early, went to the Broncos. That was a surprise. We thought he might slip to the second round, but no, he was actually a very high pick to the Broncos. And believe it or not, Broncos fans absolutely pissed about that one.
Are they really?
A lot of anger that they
Seriously?
Because they feel like they could have traded down and got Bo Nix. Bo Nix was the 6th quarterback that could have gone in the first round. They thought, at least going into it, and there was thoughts he could maybe be in the second round, and they took him pretty high in the first round.
I'm surprised Denver fans wouldn't like that. He's good. I mean, they were talking about questions about his arm strength, but I mean, some guys' arms.
Just remember, also with Bo Nix, up until the very, very, very end, he was if he beats Washington, he's going to win the Heisman.
Yes,
he was going to win the Heisman. I mean, he had an incredible year. A 4-year starter, 5-year starter with the COVID. I believe he started at Auburn all that time.
He started 5 years.
Was it 5 years?
Something like
61
that.
Career starts. Do the math. That's right.
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah,
5 years.
Yeah.
So 51 starts. I tell you
61.
61. The interesting thing was driving in. There's 2 things that hit me from watching some of the things last night. And when I say the things, when watching the pundits, which was Saban. They had Herb Street. Who else was on there with them?
Were you watching ESPN? That was ESPN.
That was on Channel 8. I was on ABC.
Oh,
okay.
ABC.
I was watching ESPN.
Yeah.
I was watching NFL Network.
I went ABC.
Okay, all the different.
And Saban is beyond brilliant. He's really good, and he's funny. He has good comments. All the things they're talking about. It's hard to go from being an elite coach to all those times, and all of a sudden you're just bam. You're thrown on TV.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was incredible. And listening to him, the things that he had were really interesting. I think it was interesting this morning, driving in on the radio, just barely making it here, but I did.
You did make it here.
Was that listening to Belichick, I think it was with McAfee.
He was, correct.
And so I didn't listen to him live, but he just ripped on the
Drake May.
Patriots. Just ripped on. Oh, yeah.
Drake May.
Yeah,
I didn't hear that.
He'd be like, look at this. Late throw. Not good. I mean, different things of that. Then he goes, hasn't played much. I'm like, and they're like, well, he started for 2 years, so that's pretty good,
Yeah.
Pretty
He's
good.
Just ripping the pig.
Oh, yeah. It was
He kind of was.
He was.
I heard
Late
the
throw.
same thing.
If you go back and listen to it, yeah, it was not like, hey, I understand why they did it. Solid pick. Is like, no, don't see it. Don't see it.
The one thing he said, though, that they needed a quarterback, a tackle, and
Wide receiver. Yeah.
So they did address a need.
That's what the only positive I heard was okay.
It.
They had to have a quarterback.
Oh,
that's a need.
And he pushed back on May, comparing himself to Josh Allen.
Yeah, so you heard the same interview.
Yeah.
He was like, I know he says like Josh. He's like,
Josh Allen's pretty special.
Pretty special.
Tell me how you really feel, Bill.
Yeah, it was
amazing.
It was interesting to listen to. That's for sure.
What did McAfee respond by saying, "Are you sure you don't like this pick?" Something like that.
I didn't really know.
Okay.
They just had the sound bites, and all the sound bites were just Belichick talking, and so I didn't hear anything that McAfee put in.
Not a fan.
But I'm telling you, Saban was really, really good. Just like I said, he was funny. He had comments that were so good. He was locked in, and I'm sure it has to be intimidating. It would be like you're sitting there and I know Herb Street obviously played, and you got Reese Davis there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one other, and all of a sudden Saban's sitting there, and if you got to be careful what you say,
sure you do,
because he will push back if you say something. He'll be like, "Oh, yeah, that's not how it is. That's not how it works." But he had studied everyone. I mean, he really worked on. Hey, I'm going to be on this show, and I'm going to be. Just not just randomly prepared. He was very, very prepared.
Regarding the question about where would J.J. McCarthy go, how high, how low, he went 7th overall to the Vikings. He is the new quarterback in Minnesota.
10th overall.
The 10th overall?
Yeah, via trade with the Jets. Yeah, it was 10th overall.
I thought that was Knicks.
No.
Okay.
Knicks was 12th to the Broncos.
Okay. Sorry. Bad.
Yeah.
Bad info.
Knicks was 12th to the Broncos. I was watching. McCarthy was 10th.
Correct. Yep. Sorry. Yep. Penix was 8th, and McCarthy 10th. There you go.
Yeah.
Roma Dunze goes to the Bears, by the way. Josh over here, producer Josh, Bears fan, ecstatic about that pick.
And they've got a decent, like they said, the Bears are not in a bad spot. This is not what Justin Fields walked into.
No.
That's not what he walked into. They're in a much better place with him. So
they got a receiving core of Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, and now Roma Dunze.
Jeez.
It was like Darnell Mooney as a 1 2 years ago. I mean, so Justin Fields, like you said, didn't exactly have the best talent around him. Now they have to address the offensive line still a little bit in Chicago. But
it's so interesting with the draft is even though the left tackle spot or especially that spot, it's just not you feel the excitement just kind of go. Woo. Everybody wants to see quarterbacks, wide receivers, playmaking, like a Bowers. That's what they want to see. When they read off like the left tackle from Penn State. It's kind of we all know how important it is. It's so important. But it's kind of one of those buzz kills for like the crowd base, the
fan base.
Yeah. I was surprised that there was when Bowers got announced. It didn't seem like there was much excitement.
Well, so that was a place. The Raiders were rumored to be taking Michael Penix if he was available.
Oh,
they didn't trade up for him. All these mock drafts had Penix going 13th to the Raiders, and so when he goes 8th and McCarthy goes 10th, the quarterbacks are kind of they're trying out. So what do you do? And Brock Bowers is a great tight end. He should have a great. I think have a very good NFL career. But that was supposed to be a quarterback. Right now they have Aiden O'Connell on that roster, who's a fine quarterback, 5th round pick from Purdue. And beyond that, they don't really have a lot going on in Vegas.
I was thinking about O'Connell last night because when I was watching, those analysts were saying, well, they don't have a quarterback. Like, if I was O'Connell, I'd be like, wait a second. I'm the quarterback.
They didn't play with 10. They didn't play with 10.
The quarterback.
That's really weird out there. Yeah. The Raiders don't have a quarterback. What do you mean? They don't have one in there.
Wildcat.
They're playing Wildcat. They only have 10 guys in the field. No. They'll get 11 out there.
The thing that I see when I'm watching it is just these guys, the first rounders are freaks. I mean, they're freaks. That guy that got picked, Amarius Sims, they're showing film of him, and it was incredible. The second level blocking. I mean, it just looked like he touched defensive backs and they'd go flying. I mean, he's a freak. 6'7", 340
from Georgia. Went to the Bengals at 18th overall.
Yeah, the tackles that you see get drafted, then when you watch them, like the guy the Steelers took, Troy
Fatanu from Washington.
I did a spin move block. I mean, it was crazy how athletic he is. Kind of missed at first and spun around and got his guy before he got to the quarterback. I mean, they're incredibly gifted.
Also, there wasn't a lot of a couple things stood out to me was that there was much more in-house reception. People that didn't go to the draft and they knew they were first rounders. There was a lot. JJ
That's
was
a
one.
Good point. Yeah.
I felt there was like 6 or 7 that wasn't that high, I'm sure, but there was a lot of in-house.
They were at their own home,
and they weren't. Yeah, and their own whatever venue they chose, home or not, to have that set up. And also, it didn't seem like they spent a lot of time, quote, in the green room, showing people just sitting. Like hey, there's so and so.
Saw Dallas Turner there.
Yeah, he was there.
He was there because he was not getting picked as high as they thought.
No,
they kept showing him.
Yeah, and on the ABC telecast, the interviewer called his mom the wrong name, and she let him know. Yeah, let him know.
Dallas Turner's mom.
Yeah, Dallas Turner's mom. Yeah,
Dallas Turner's mom. Dallas Turner went, by the way, 17 to the Vikings via trade from Jacksonville.
That's right.
They called her the wrong.
Yeah, and she let her know.
You mentioned Troy Fatanu who went to the Steelers at 20th. I let out a very loud, angry cry when that happened. That's the guy who wanted the Dolphins to pick the next pick. The Dolphins needed offensive linemen.
Who did the Dolphins take? No idea.
They took Chop Robinson from Penn State.
Okay,
He's an edge rusher.
I think you got the best name.
Oh yeah.
Chop. I mean, so what's the best name in the first rounders? Chop Robinson. Yeah, he's awful good.
He's a good player.
Think of that. Penn State had 2 first rounders.
Fashanu, the offensive lineman, and Chop Robinson, who, by the way, was a first team All Big Ten, second team All American this past year at Penn State.
When you talk about that Michigan has a chance to break the record of LSU, and Georgia actually holds the record for the most drafted. Only 1 first rounder though, correct?
For
Michigan.
Yes. Yes, good question.
Yeah, I'm just seeing 1. You're right.
It's just
McCarthy at 10.
Yeah,
I believe. Yeah, that's it.
That's it
from
so if you look at take like the LSU team that I was on,
right,
5 first rounders.
Oh, that team was stupid.
I think it was 5.
That's ridiculous.
Both wide receivers. Maybe I missed one. Maybe just 4. Both wide receivers, Joe Burrow.
Yep.
And Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Still.
So first, and then if you look back when Georgia won it all, Even Alabama had more than one. Michigan won it all, one first rounder, and there was no one going like, no one's even thinking like, well, that's strange.
Nope.
He didn't go in the first round.
No, there wasn't another one.
Nope, there's not.
There's not.
They're going to load up between this in the 5th, 6th, and 7th round.
Okay.
But that's strange to have a team that successful, that dominant, and only have one first round draft.
I like to look at the picks at the end of the first round because everyone talks about the high, the great picks, the top 10 picks. But there's some, think about Lamar Jackson was the last pick for the Ravens a couple years ago at 32. Became a phenomenal quarterback. Some guys late in the first round, obviously for the Chiefs, they get a speedster, Xavier Worthy. They ran the fastest ever time in the combine.
Yeah.
How about Mahomes? Pretty happy today to have a speedster out there. He's already got Hollywood Brown this offseason, another speed guy. Now he's got Xavier Worthy. So they go from having, Kadarius Toney, who can't catch a ball, Sky Moore, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They won a Super Bowl with those guys. Now having two speedsters. So I think Mahomes is pretty happy this morning.
Yeah.
Pretty happy this morning that Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, Worthy ran a 4.21 at the combine. 4.214.
Solid.
That'll do. That'll do.
Yeah,
there's a lot of good wide receivers still out there.
Xavier Worthy. And then who else at the end did you like? The Cowboys got the Oklahoma tackle.
I thought
Tyler Guyton.
Yeah, but I go back to 24. There's a trade up. The Lions traded up in the draft, and I love their pick of Terrion Arnold, cornerback from Alabama. The Lions, for so many years, just messed up drafting. That's why they're forever 3-13, 4-12, top 5 picks. They feel like under Brad Holmes, the GM there, and Dan Campbell, they're getting things right. Last year, they made the title game in the NFC. That's a good draft pick there. I think Terrion Arnold. By the way, 275,000 people showed up last night for the draft in Detroit.
What's the deal with the state of Michigan's on a football
How about that?
heater right now? That was an incredible scene.
It was.
That was
75,000 people.
That's a record.
Now they had the shell or the over part that was all covered. The rest of it was outside, correct? People were the fans back there outside. It couldn't have been great weather in Detroit, was it? For how warm was it? I mean, outside event in Detroit.
I'm trying to look. Well, the guys on the stage,
basically you're in Canada.
Kind of. Eminem wasn't like. Oh, I think it must have been all right because
it looked like it didn't seem like it was bad.
Yeah, because the guys they introduced were not. They didn't have coats on. Goodell's
shirt was unbuttoned all the way down.
Thank you for saying
like 3 buttons down.
That's what I was getting.
I'm watching. I looked at my wife and I go, "Look at his shirt."
He looked disheveled.
He did.
He did. He looked disheveled, like he came out of a Detroit bar right onto the stage.
Maybe he did.
But he's getting hugged by those dudes all the time, and he might just get disheveled.
Yeah, you might a little bit.
I mean, anyway, it was an incredible scene.
I didn't feel because I missed the first 4 to 5 picks.
Mm-hmm.
Were they booing? Was the booing good?
Oh,
I always enjoy
it.
They always boo
lusty
him
booing
when he comes out.
Lusty.
It seemed like
it's a tradition.
But then sometimes they would bring others out with them.
Oh,
and then they wouldn't really boo. They go, "Well, we can't boo." They're bringing out
did you see who they introduced? I mean, it was incredible. The Lions guys. Eminem opened the proceeding.
So that'd have been.
It was incredible.
This part too. Yeah.
Well, I just saw it on TikTok.
Okay.
Eminem. They had Aiden Hutchinson.
Okay.
Barry Sanders.
Yep.
A guy I didn't recognize. And the big receiver that used to play for him.
Calvin
Megatron.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Calvin Johnson.
Yeah. They introduced those guys. It was incredible. It was incredibly loud.
Bummed I missed that.
Cool. No, you would have liked it. Yeah, it was cool. Eminem was good.
Did he sing?
No, he didn't sing.
Oh,
Jared Goff. Yeah, Jared Goff was one of them too.
Didn't
then there was
remember
another guy. No, there was another.
Didn't register his name. Didn't register with you.
No, there was another guy. I think it was a receiver or running back.
Herman Moore.
Yeah. There you go.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I can't say his name.
Just got a contract extension yesterday, by the way.
Yeah, and he let a Jared Goff chant, which I found peculiar.
Just going Jared Goff that.
Yeah, he was doing that, and the crowd got into it.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a remarkable crowd, a remarkable scene. The NFL is king by a long way.
Yeah,
It's not even close right now, is it?
And the different stories they would have briefly, how it was so smooth.
It was a beautiful.
It was so smooth.
But you're right, though. The state of Michigan, you get championships in college football. The Lions make the title game in the NFC, and then they have the draft.
God, they love the Lions.
275,000 people. Yeah, Michigan's on fire.
Those
right
people
now.
love the Lions.
I love when they would show like the room. I'm assuming this would probably maybe it's back at their complex. Maybe also they'll show the Vikings, and there's like just 30 guys in sport coats standing around, and no one's doing anything.
So they start high five.
I love that when they start high five. It's like this isn't like recruiting. Recruiting is when you convince a guy to come to you. That's a high five. You picked him.
I know.
There's nowhere else you can go.
Is it because they know they're on camera?
I think so.
And
I don't know. But it's just that's always been like
it's odd to me too.
It's so pumped. It's like, well, you picked him.
Yeah, everybody's hugging each other. It's like, come on, what? This is no surprise.
Yeah, no surprise. And the other guy didn't have an option. In college, they all have an option until the very last time when they sign their letter. They can go anywhere they want. Some guys wake up in the morning on signing day and they can go to 133 different schools. Yeah, every school would take them. Yep. And they can pick that. That's not the NFL.
No,
it doesn't work that way.
Those who might feel like they were snubbed in the first round, I would say maybe three. Like
give us. I don't even know who would be the snubs.
The fourth guy here, I'm not because I'd say three guys. Cooper DeJean was seen as maybe a top, a top 25 pick, not drafted yet. He'll be early first or early second round. Jerjon Newton, defensive lineman from Illinois, was thought to be maybe a late first round pick, didn't go, and then Kool-Aid McKinstry, the cornerback from Alabama. So Terrion Arnold goes, but McKinstry is still on the board.
Kool-Aid, I never ever heard though. I'm not saying he wasn't. I didn't ever hear him in the first round talk.
There was some talk of him late first round, not like mid first. Like Cooper DeJean, you heard maybe as high as 20 for him, but did not go. The Packers could have taken him. They did not take him last night.
God, that Texas lineman that went, help me, Jake, the big defensive tackle. Who was
they showed some film on him. Oh, it was really impressive. Saban talked in
it's Byron
detail.
Murphy.
Byron Murphy went to the Seahawks.
Oh God.
Saban talked in detail about him. He did some things with his hand. And the one thing Saban pointed out everything about him. He said, and then in the end, he said, okay, there's one thing he's not real tall.
No, he's 6 foot.
He's not real tall. He said that was the downside. He said, but everything else is there. Oh
God, they're showing film of him.
Yeah.
He runs like a 4.84 at 297. I mean, he's
How can somebody do that, by the way?
Well, when you watch him, though, you really get an idea. Oh, God, he's moving.
Yeah.
The big man can move. It's a freaky thing to watch, those guys. Dallas Turner's freaky to watch. I mean, he's freaky to watch in traffic, and he's freaky to watch in space. And that's why he's a first rounder. They're just those guys are on another planet. They are.
We've lost our clock.
Oh, good.
It's because it was an hour and 6 minutes off.
Yes.
That's probably a good thing.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. It needed to be gone. So there's your update on the first round.
There's a little digital clock there.
Atomic clock that was
atomic clock that wasn't even close. It wasn't just off an hour.
It was an hour and 6
minutes off. Couldn't get it straight.
Atomic
Is someone
clock.
working on it right now?
Maybe. I hope so.
Is it in a shop somewhere in Lincoln?
Just go check
someone goes, does someone have,
don't say the brand name.
If you're a clock shop operator,
we need you to fix our
look for our clock if you see it anywhere.
We need it back.
Let us know.
The Buffalo Bills will kick off round 2 with the first pick later on today. When we come back, a little update of how things might look tomorrow in the spring game. Early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, this is State Senator Carolyn Bozin. Education is a cornerstone to building a strong, vibrant community. I voted for the historic increase in funding for education in the legislature. As a state senator, wife, and mom, I believe Lincoln is a great place to work and raise a family. My husband Reggie and I are local business owners and understand the valuable role of education in our community. This is Carolyn Bozin, and I am asking for your vote on May 14th, paid for by Bozin for Legislature.
Go hog wild, pit barbecue.
It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a one-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at GoHogWild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Hi, I'm Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised in Lancaster County, learning the value of hard work and grit at a young age. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. I know that families and businesses in our community need lower taxes, lower cost of healthcare, and a great education. That's why, as your senator, I helped pass the largest tax cut and made the most significant investment in education in Nebraska history and worked to reduce the cost of healthcare. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on May 14th. Paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
2024 wheat harvest is upon us, agriculture at its finest. Schemper Harvesting is a custom harvesting operation out of Holdridge that is starting to build a crew for the 2024 season that harvests crops from Texas to Montana starting May 15th. Drive trucks from field to market and operate combines and tractors pulling grain carts. Room and board is provided with a competitive wage. Take an adventure and join them for the upcoming harvest and do something others wish they would have done. Call JC at 308-999-2973 or apply online at schemperharvesting.com.
Spring in Nebraska brings green grass and warmer weather, but it also brings severe storms which can cause damage to your home. Meadowlark Exterior specializes in hail, storm, and wind damage restoration, as well as roofing, siding, and gutters for commercial or residential buildings. Meadowlark Exteriors focuses on fine craftsmanship and proves that in their attention to detail. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and insurance claim assistance, serving the Lincoln and Omaha surrounding areas. Call today at 402-875-2956 or go to meadowlarkexteriors.com.
The Sea of Red will fill Memorial Stadium on Saturday for the Red-White Spring Game. Start your day off right with the Elway Power Sports of Lincoln Spring Game Tailgate Show from 8 to 11 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket. All your favorite ticket personalities will prepare you for what to watch and players to keep track of. It's the Elway Power Sports of Lincoln Spring Game Tailgate Show from 8 to 11 a.m. on Saturday on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com, and statewide on TV at Allo 961.
The Lincoln Marathon hits the streets Sunday, May 5th. Will you be part of the pack? Registration is now open for the full and half marathon at thelincolnmarathon.org. This event offers something for runners of all ages and abilities, from elite athletes to those looking to accomplish a fitness goal or check off a bucket list item. Sign up now to run the marathon on Sunday, May 5th. If running isn't in the cards, consider volunteering on race day. Complete event details can be found at lincolnmarathon.org.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. I'm here to tell you about our custom shirt program. When you come into the store, we measure your chest, mid-waist, and sleeve length. Enter the measurements in an app, and we create your data fit size. You then try on one of our 99 data fit shirts for the proper fit. After that, pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary Michaels Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of your liberty and pursuit of your justice for those that have been injured. My name is Seth Morris, attorney with Liberty Law Group. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call 877-42-LIBERTY. Our relentless trial attorneys are committed to the highest quality legal representation. At Liberty Law Group, we will fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Again, that's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
This. Anybody who knows me knows I was cocky out of the womb. Is Early Break with Sip and Jake. Brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Segment 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Beck's Hybrids, the largest independent family-owned seed company. They'd like to wish farmers a safe and successful planting season. For any in-season seed needs, find your nearest Beck's Hybrid seed rep at beckshybrids.com. And look at Bill's hat and sweatshirt, Sip. Look at that.
I doubled down on it, went all Beck's gear. Also, this is
nice cap.
This is kind of my uniform now. One of the reasons I was late was because I had to dry my uniform. And so this morning, when I got up, I wasn't late technically, but I pushed the envelope.
Yeah, you did.
That
it was concerning.
That's one of the reasons right there. And I can imagine the excitement going around Beck's right now. I'm dry now. Yeah, I'm dry. Imagine the excitement going around Beck's. They had 50 semis yesterday lined up, loading up seed.
They did?
They did 50 semis. I drove by
it. That for a second.
Yes, 50 semis. So I'm going to say that now you got your rain, you got your moisture, you got your, what is it kind of season is it, Steve?
It's March.
It's growing season. It's March. Well, you said it was March. It's not March. We're well into April.
Mushrooms.
I was going to say mushrooms.
Yeah, we're well.
Mushroom season.
It's growing season.
It's growing season.
Yes.
Look at it.
And we got the moisture. We've got the seed. We've got the perfect storm, and we got sunny. Everything's working. Goner.
Look at you.
Yeah,
you have your bag. Oh, no, you don't have your bag today.
You had it yesterday, though.
The bag was here yesterday. Had the bag yesterday. There's a little bit of a scramble this morning.
Yeah, so you were pushing it.
I pushed it a little tight.
We were freaked out a little bit. I was here before you.
That never happens.
That never happens.
That never happens. It was concerning, but Bill made it. And everything's good.
And I was able to get my coffee, too.
And we got to keep the stool with 3 now.
Yeah.
For a
three-legged stool.
We promised next week we would do that.
Yeah. Are we promising next week that 5 days of 3-legged?
Okay. I'll be here. I'll be here. So thanks to Beck's Hybrids, beckshybrids.com. Check him out today. So Sip, Troy Dannon, the Nebraska's new AD, spoke last night on radio. You were listening. You were covering this.
Yeah, I wrote about it.
What was the biggest thing that he
wrote
was
about it? Nice.
You wrote about it.
I think the biggest thing was he said that the Memorial Stadium renovation project, which is 450 million, can't even say it, 450 million, remains on the same trajectory that it was under Nebraska's previous leadership, which that raised some eyebrows. Now, he did note in a very quick sentence that I had to go back and listen to. He did note it's possible that Nebraska's athletic department leadership would go back to the Board of Regents with changes, quote, based on the ability to fundraise. So he says, I'm still doing a little bit of getting my arms wrapped around it. He's only been on the job for 37 days. And he also noted it's not like he had time to prepare for this job. I mean, he got hired within 7 days of Albert's departure, so he couldn't study what was going on. He's sort of learning on the fly. But he says it's going forward as planned, which I guess surprised me a little bit.
So demolition after the last home game has to start, correct? They missed because it's going to be down for a whole year, correct?
Don't know the timeline. I don't think it would happen that quickly. I don't think so. They haven't even decided fully that they would demolish South Stadium at this point. So I don't know.
So we're back to the drawing board here on this a little bit.
It
sounds to me that the plan is very mucky right now. You can't do anything with it.
I don't know how you
with that much money
to rebuild everything. You have to demolish.
The South Stadium.
It's got to go. It's got to start all over. You can't be like, well, we're just going to do a couple things here. Put some new
one by one.
Yeah, no, that's not going to
seat by seat. We're going to take it apart.
He said that they got to get chairbacks in the East and West stadiums. I think they would do that in the South too. They've said that before, but he didn't say that. He said, we've got to get chairbacks in the East and West stadiums. Chairbacks. We got to do some concessions work. They want to go cashless, but they have to update their Wi-Fi systems to do that.
Wi-Fi.
Or else Ireland happens for that situation. Remember that? Free beer everywhere. Wi-Fi was down. Huge profit loss in Ireland.
There was one thing I didn't know. I didn't know this, and you guys could call me out on this for not knowing. I didn't know it.
Push back?
Yeah. He said we have 40 million. We have 40 million in donor donations each year that back their seat purchase in the stadium. And next to television revenue, that's the number one source of revenue. So it'd be the number two source of revenue is donor donations that back their seat purchases.
So they want to be at the 50-yard line, 12 rows up. They're paying.
You're paying for that
bonus of whatever, you know.
Yeah, I didn't know that it was to the tune of $40 million they get.
That really shocks me.
I didn't know it was that much either.
It's the number 2 revenue source. Then I wouldn't have guessed that. So you live and you learn.
And you never hear that from season ticket holders, do you? Oh, they never complain about the amount of donation.
I don't know.
No, they do all the time.
You've never drank a Celsius on this show ever.
I know.
This is new.
This is new. You've had.
I had coffee.
You've had McDonald's coffee since the day I walked in, and all of a sudden today I come in a little bit late, and you're drinking a Celsius.
I was running a little late,
but you were here before Bill still.
Yeah,
and Bill has a coffee
because I didn't stop and get coffee. I mean, I didn't want to.
East Campus rain.
Yeah. It was partly that. This stuff is incredible, by the way. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole, but this Celsius stuff is the best energy drink I've ever had in terms of how much it energizes you. I mean, that taste is fine and all that. What else did Dannon say of note?
I'm glad to hear it's working for you.
Yeah.
So Steve Sipple for Celsius
you're
here.
perking up over there.
Yeah. This I don't know. This got lost in the shuffle a little bit. He said the first priority has to be completion of its track, which I said move from city campus to a structure located on Innovation Campus. You'd say that, right?
Yeah.
It's over there. I don't know if you'd call where it's situated, right to the south of the former bar. Come on, we've talked about that bar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the tack room?
Tack room.
The tack room.
Which is closed.
That's not Innovation Campus, by the way.
No, it's situated right to the south of that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's a $9 million project that will go out for bid soon. It hasn't. I thought that would have been done by now. I guess I don't drive over there enough.
Can anyone find out if the tack room is still intact? Could we purchase it? Has it been torn down or is the building still there? Someone could let us know about the tack room.
Yeah, if you're driving over there right now, let us know.
If you're on Cornhusker.
Send us a picture.
Is the tack room still available? If we got some investors, could we have the ticket tack room?
What in Cornhusker is that approximately 11th?
11th somewhere in there. 12th.
No, that'd be 15th at Cornhusker.
Same thing.
Just being exact.
15th in Cornhusker.
Yeah.
15th at Cornhusker.
South side of Cornhusker.
I don't know if that place is. Yeah. He added that. I was sort of beating this drum. There haven't been significant upgrades in 20 plus years, so they're looking at that too.
Beer sales will solve all.
I suppose. No, he did say something about beer sales. He said alcohol sales. I hate this topic, but I'll since Bill brought it up. He said alcohol sales at sports complexes no longer are a morality judgment. Alcohol sales are basically a way of life. Well, okay. That's great. That's about it.
Thank you. Update on the tack room from the text line.
Oh, nice.
Several texters.
Quick.
Thank you.
God, that's amazing, by the way.
If anybody could film it, it'd be great.
I don't have a picture. I've got people are saying the tack room is still in the building is still intact and standing.
We need to purchase that and make it the ticket tack room.
Oh,
and the ticket tack room, and it's only open on Friday afternoons, but it would be we do a show
Friday
from there
afternoon.
Friday afternoon,
1 day a week.
1 day a week.
One
Into the ticket tack room, and it'd be a nice place. Hey, you want to watch some track? You want to watch a little bit of soccer?
Bar.
Sports bar. It'll be a sports bar.
We do.
You know what we could do? We could do Nebraska sports. A crazy idea.
Wow. What a concept.
Just Fridays.
Just Fridays.
Just on Fridays.
In the afternoon.
It'd be kind of fun.
You could serve.
I could serve. Yes. I bartended before. Yes.
That experience.
Yes.
Ooh,
and guess what? And guess what else we would have? It'd be all cash. No cards.
None of this
Because we wouldn't have Wi-Fi.
We wouldn't have Wi-Fi. But I'm just like, no, we're gonna be cash people.
My immediate concern with 1 day a week would be make any money. It would just be a losing proposition.
I bet we can get the tack room at a pretty decent rate.
Yeah.
I think right now, I don't think people are lined up trying to get the building.
You don't think so?
I don't think so right now. I know it's still in there.
God, it's still intact.
That'd be incredible. Have the tack room going again.
We should look at the ticket.
We're gonna
tack
look
room.
the
Yeah,
ticket tack
I like
room
that, Bill.
open on Fridays.
That's it.
3 to 9.
When we come back, song of the day and
Incredible idea.
aging gracefully on early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
I'm Dave Osted. And I'm Ryan Osted. Every golfer will get value from being custom fit. The truth is, the higher handicappers will get more value from being custom fit than the low handicappers.
It's changed so much since my dad started the business in 1963. We now have hundreds of thousands of dollars in technology, and we know exactly what the spin rate is, what the launch angle is. We encourage you to bring your current clubs in now, and we can compare it. And guys walk out of the store knowing that the purchase they just made is going to give them 21 more yards off the tee box. Play better, have fun, and shop Osted's.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in April. Try their brand new cake batter cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. And try the caramel latte, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to the Foundation for Lincoln Public Schools. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
The Sea of Red will fill Memorial Stadium on Saturday for the Red-White Spring Game. Start your day off right with the Elway Power Sports of Lincoln Spring Game Tailgate Show from 8 to 11 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket. All your favorite ticket personalities will prepare you for what to watch and players to keep track of. It's the Elway Power Sports of Lincoln Spring Game Tailgate Show from 8 to 11 a.m. on Saturday on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com, and statewide on TV at Allo 961.
Grab a free burger and beer at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln on April 27th during their Husker Spring Game Tailgate. Meet the Elway Power Sports team, play some tailgate games with them, and enter for a chance to win an official John Elway autographed football. Check out their huge selection of boats and watercraft for the summer, along with hundreds of motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides from all the major brands. Stop out and watch the game with them on April 27th. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, 27th and I-80. They'll be tailgating all day.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of your liberty and pursuit of your justice for those that have been injured. My name is Seth Morris, attorney with Liberty Law Group. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call 877-42-LIBERTY. Our relentless trial attorneys are committed to the highest quality legal representation. At Liberty Law Group, we will fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Again, that's 877-42-LIBERTY.
It's getting nicer outside, but it's still hit or miss in the spring on golf weather. Not at Double Eagle Golf. You're home for always 72-degree weather with no wind. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues are underway, but stay tuned for info on indoor golf tournaments and book your bay for after the spring game in late April. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
The need in our community If you just look at the numbers, it's frightening. We're serving over 1,000 kids every day. With the passion of our people, I really feel like our potential to be of even greater service to kids and families who are struggling is just unlimited. But in order to have the greatest impact, we need all the help we can get from the community.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're a big tough? If you're a big tough guy this morning,
but you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
He stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
That is for you, NFL Draft in Detroit, Rock City. KISS, 1976, 464-5685. 1 is bad, 10 is good. Text your rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
Is that from Kiss Alive 2?
Ooh, let me check.
I think it's from Kiss Alive 2. I may be wrong on that. I'm not sure if Paul Stanley was a singer. I don't think it was Peter Criss. And I'm almost sure. I'm sure it wasn't Ace Frehley, and I don't think, and that's not Gene Simmons singing that. You know,
who was it?
I think it was Paul Stanley.
Okay,
that's saying I'm not sure. So I like to
check lead vocals on that.
Vocals on that. That'd be nice. Check that for me. I thought it's a great.
Alive too, yeah, from Alive.
Yeah, Kiss Alive too. Yep. Yeah, I got Kiss Alive too.
You knew that one.
Oh, it's an incredible album. I've listened to it 500 times.
Oh, 500?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I was in the Kiss Army.
You were in the Kiss.
I was in the Kiss Army. So yeah. Yeah, thank you, Jake. That was a remarkable. I mean, I can just see. I mean, Peter Criss hitting the drum. Oh, yeah, I see it. Yeah,
sleuthed it out too.
Yeah.
I did. It took me a second. Why is he playing this?
Yeah, Ace. Yeah, it took me a while to get to Detroit. There you go. Yeah. I got it. Yes.
So, yeah.
Draft.
They played that on ESPN last night. I was like, that's got to be a song of the day. Yeah.
What's that?
There you go.
Stanley vocals. That's what I thought. I was right. Yep, I got it. Yep.
The bass is in the bass. The bass is incredible.
Yes.
In that song.
It was really good bass.
It is. That boom, boom, boom.
That's a good job.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Nice.
It's an incredible song.
Well,
Kiss was great in the 70s, and I think they just stopped touring like a week ago. So I mean, and selling out places like getting like 70,000 people to come to a concert.
So weird.
Just remarkable.
The
Kiss Army. Oh yeah.
Oh, so we do some scores?
Yeah,
it's the best Kiss song. I mean, it's the best. It's the best Kiss song.
I think it's as good as Beth.
Yes. Yeah, I don't like the sappy Beth at all. Yes, it's way better. I don't even know what would be number 2 on that list. I don't know.
Look it up.
Come on, you're from the Kiss Army. What would be the number?
I have to think through it. That's a lot on me to throw that at me.
I don't know what it would be. I'd say that's a 9.6675. I would never turn the song off.
You crank
Every
it.
time I hear it, I think, oh my God, that's an incredible song.
Just because it's
967-554.
Yeah, it's a 10.
Whoa.
It's a 10.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Bill.
It's a 10. It's a 10 for me. Kiss Army, just I had so much respect for it. Yeah, so I'm going 10.
10.
Yes.
On Detroit Rock City. Well, we got to guess Josh's score now. Josh was banging over there.
He liked it.
He had. I'm saying 8-6.
I think he's in the 9s.
Okay.
I think Josh is going to be 9-2. Sip, you want to guess Josh's
Yeah. I think he's in the 9s too because of the bass.
Yeah.
9-1.
9-1. You knew it. Yeah.
High scores all around.
Candidates for best song.
Yes, please, Steve.
So I'm saying Detroit Rock City as, I don't know, this says it was on Destroyer. It could have been on two
I got one on Alive 2.
Yeah,
Alive 2.
that could have been the
It's
live
probably
version.
on both. Yeah, it could have been. Yep.
Rock and roll all night and party every day.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That's right.
It's pretty
matter of fact, I'd put that ahead of this.
It's
I'd put that ahead. I want to rock and roll all night.
How about
and party every day?
Good song.
I was made for loving you.
Yeah, I was made for that again. Oh wow! Yeah. Talk about you when you look at if you're new in a relationship and you play that.
Yeah,
you know, I was made for loving you.
That's a good song.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Those
power.
I'll tell you one that's sort of under the radar, really good is Hard Luck Woman.
Yes, yep, you're
baby,
right.
You'll be a hard luck woman, baby, till you find your man. Those would be the ones I think, unless I'm
You're out on Lick It Up.
Kind of. Yeah.
It's a good song. I like Lick It
I
Up.
was kind of out on Lick It Up. It was. I was.
I don't know if it's that good.
1983
Good song.
It's not in the Detroit Rock City
No,
or Rock
it's
and
not.
Roll
It's
all
a good
night.
song, though.
Or I Was
Yeah.
Made for Loving You. Love
Yeah.
Gun was good. They're very
Love gun.
sexually oriented.
Yeah.
Myself and Chris Buchholz would dress up like Kiss and,
Did you seriously?
and ride our bikes around town.
Did you seriously?
Yes, right.
You paint
our
your
Huppies.
face.
Right, painted my
Paint
face.
face.
I was
You wore
Ace-
the Kiss Army.
I was,
really
I
hope
was the
there's a-
Kiss Army. I was Ace Frehley.
I hope there's a picture of that somewhere.
Ace Frehley has the
out
same
there.
birthday as me.
Which is
April 27th.
tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow is Bill's birthday. This
Yes.
is kind of
Looking
a
at the
birthday
dates.
gift for you,
This is
Bill.
really
Playing
odd
Kiss.
that
Yes.
you and Jake have almost the same birthday.
Almost the same. One day off.
One day off.
Yes.
And your dad.
Your dad.
And my dad and my
Elizabeth.
wife.
This is
tomorrow.
ridiculous.
There's too many in one day.
That's a lot.
It's a lot going
You
on.
spread them out. It's all one day.
Yeah, but that was common to just dress up like Kiss and
It
ride your
was.
bike around town.
Yeah, there was friends
People
of
just see
mine.
us driving by and like, well, and think nothing of it. Nothing of it. What's Bill and Chris?
Do Ron and Sharon have pictures of this at all?
There
or not?
might be. We performed.
Oh, that's my next
we
question.
performed in the talent show, and we did Kiss in the talent show.
That's
Yes.
unbelievable.
Yes.
See, I had friends
put
that
it together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had friends that did the same thing, and they would do garage shows.
Garage shows
And
yes.
lip sync.
And lip sync,
Yeah.
and it was incredible. And then Chris Buchholz made like Gene Simmons boots. He had his boots, and we nailed 2x4s to the bottom of them and spray painted them, and that's what he wore.
That is awesome. Spray paint them
Spray paint them.
silver.
Silver.
Kiss Army.
Just imagine just driving your all of a sudden he's riding around town. You're like a junior in high school, and you'll see a couple of seventh graders. Who's that? That's Busch and Buchholz.
Gene Simmons.
You want to do some aging gracefully here? Sip,
Yeah, we
before
can do a quick one.
Nice.
I got one.
It's sponsored
Nice.
by our friends at Tread Central Tire Pros, Ron.
Treads.
And the squad down just south of Cortland Highway 77. The Palace. It's a palace of tires.
It's a palace of tires. It's rubber wonderland. Yes.
Yes.
The only thing I got, and I did it yesterday, I felt so bad. I looked at my Twitter profile.
Oh.
I changed it, though. Now, this is part of Aging Gracefully. Stay up to date on your...
Hold it, but you
changed
please
the
tell me.
picture?
No, the picture's still there. It's the same shirt.
The 20-year-old.
Please, thank you. That is incredible.
You can never change that picture.
If you ever change that,
Ever.
I'll find a way to hack in there and I'll change it back. That picture is, I need to have that.
Yep.
I'm putting that in my
But
basement.
see, Bill, involves you. I really felt bad yesterday. And I finally did this, and it's over. I mean, it's probably 2 years in the or since you've been here. On your Twitter profile, you have to write a little
about
what you are.
Yeah, about you.
Change
Yes.
the about?
You changed your about?
Because here's why. It says senior writer for Husker Online and On3 Sports, co-host of Early Break, and all I had is with Jake Sorensen.
Well, you put Bill on there.
Yeah, now it does.
No
I changed it.
way.
Yeah, now I changed it.
I'm on your profile.
Yeah, now it says senior writer. I had to do some maneuvering, some editing, and
so you backspace.
some.
You believe, you had to backspace.
words out. I had to edit. Senior writer for Husker Online and On3 Sports, co-host of Early Break with Jake's handle at 93.7 Jake Sorensen and at Coach _ Bill Busch. I was wondering about you, by the way. Did you come up with your own Twitter handle, or was that one of your, like nephew or your?
I don't know
daughter?
how we got up. Somebody,
You know what his handle is?
I don't even know what it is.
Coach _ Bill Busch, right?
It's at Coach _ Bill Busch. That's right.
Okay.
Good job.
Because one time Josh asked Bill to post something. He's like, I don't know how to do that.
I do that.
Okay,
I
now
have to call Sydney. I had to call my daughter.
This is where Aging
I had
Gracefully.
to call Omaha, Sydney.
Yeah, this is where Aging Gracefully shifts to you. You should learn how to do it if you want to age gracefully.
I'm not pushing back on that.
Try to do it. I had a situation this week where I lost my Twitter on my phone. Now it caused a lot of problems, or it caused a lot of problems in my mind. And then what happens when you're old? You panic a little bit. And I unwittingly created another account.
Oh my God!
So you catfish yourself.
Exactly.
You catfish yourself.
You unwittingly.
How do you just create an account?
Well, I started pressing buttons, and then
you got to type stuff in to create an account.
I know. I thought I was doing the necessary mechanisms to get to this to my regular account. But voila!
What is the account? Can we go follow it? The new one?
No, I'm not going to say it on air. And I think Sean disabled it because there was some concern. Obviously, we can address this. But here's the thing. Here's the moral of the story. Learn how to, if you get in that jam, learn how to do it yourself. I had to get Abby Barmore involved and Sean, and they just said, well, just go to Google Chrome and find your passwords. I was like, would you know that?
No.
They go, all you got to do is go to Google Chrome and your passwords are saved. And they were. All my passwords are saved. So moral of the story, this whole aging gracefully thing, Bill, me too. I'm talking to myself. You got to get better at this stuff. Just get good at it.
Embrace it, you mean?
Yeah, get good at it. Don't just get by. Get good. I'm supportive.
I'm supportive of this.
I'm talking to my dad here. I'm talking to a lot of older people. I'm talking to myself. I mean, I always kind of throw up my hands, but it's not that hard. It wasn't that hard to go to Google Chrome.
I'd like to see you explain Twitter to your dad and get in my account.
It's hard to do, but you should be able to post something on your own.
I should. I agree with that. Right now, it all goes through Sydney.
I'm afraid Bill would be really good on Twitter.
I have to. I'm constantly getting a hold of her also, and Josh will tell me, "Hey, this is out." And I'm like, so I'll text her. I'll send her a screenshot and say, "Would you please retweet this?"
See, now here's the thing. One thing you can do is if there's some kind of snafu, you can say, "I don't even do my own Twitter. Somebody else does it," and that'd be true. I have used that excuse before. Well, I don't know. Like if I was critical of somebody and I get called out, I said, "Well, I didn't even tweet that. Somebody else did."
Wasn't me. Don't criticize me for that.
Anyway, just stay up to date, please.
I like that.
I'm talking to myself a little bit, but my Twitter bio is updated with Bill's name in there.
Way to go.
Yeah, I felt horrible when I saw it. I didn't even know. Tell you
how often you look at your own Twitter bio?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Once every 2 years? This probably makes sense then.
Yeah.
I don't even mind what mine even says in mine.
I'll tell you one thing too. I'm inundated. My DMs are open and I don't read my direct messages. And then I looked at them. I'm like, oh God, I have not returned a lot of this.
So your DMs are open.
And my phone.
Your cell phone is out there.
Yeah. Thank you
number.
for the breakers. I heard from a lot of breakers yesterday. Just, get well, whatever.
We didn't put a new, we just said, reach out. We didn't give the new number. We said those who have it.
Yeah. There was
please reach out.
Now I will say this, breakers that have it, you guys could tweet it out if you want to let everybody else.
No.
That's on you.
You can spread it out.
Spread it out.
Don't do that.
Wildfire out there.
Please don't do that.
So
anyway, there's Aging Gracefully.
That was well done. Aging Gracefully is sponsored by our friends at Treads Central Tire Pros, the Palace of Tires, just south of Cortland on Highway 77.
Ron from Lyons, Nebraska. One of the best athlete in the history of Lyons, Nebraska.
That's
and now he's the top tire salesman in the tri-state area.
That sounds like a pretty good accomplishment.
Kansas.
They have 2 convenience stores side by side in Cortland.
God.
They're really nice. Both
Check them out.
When you pull in there, I go, I don't know which way to go, left or right. It's 50-50.
Go to both of them, I guess.
It's 50-50. Guys, throw a teaser out?
Please do.
It's not till towards the end of the show, but you want to be locked in at the end to be off of the stream because my Bill Thrills is a song with a new segment that I'm doing. And
That's
so just be aware.
Yes.
And you'd want that also. If you have headphones, you want to have headphones on. during this time.
So this will be about what time?
It's a teaser.
7:40,
It's a teaser.
7:42 or so.
Yeah.
7:42.
Teaser.
But next hour 2, we'll get to some Matt Rule audio. Spring games tomorrow. Let's look at that next. An early break on the ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The Red White Spring Game is coming soon. Do you know your tailgate meal for before and after the game? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate something for all Nebraskans, made in Nebraska. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you tailgate without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No spring game party or tailgate is complete without it.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Banking should feel personal, not intimidating. At Western National Bank, we're about real connections. Founded by two ordinary guys with an extraordinary vision, to know each and every customer personally. Fees, they suck. Avoid all fees with Western National Bank's Compass checking account. No monthly fees, no minimum balances, and get this, 5.12 APY on the first $1,000. Open your Compass checking account online in 5 minutes or less at mywmb.com. Experience the difference with Western National Bank. Visit mywmb.com. Member FDIC.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first.
At Doane University, your future is uniquely yours, and our world-class liberal arts education is just the beginning.
We invite you to schedule your campus visit and experience why Doane University will start you on your journey to your future career.
Learn more by scheduling your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit. See you soon.
Hello.
Believe it or not, old phones are one of the most common pain points in offices today. Many of these phones are beyond repair because parts aren't available to fix outdated devices. Whether it's a traditional phone system or cloud-based VoIP technology, Hamilton Business Phones can help upgrade your connection. We make it easy to sync your office phone with your cell for seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, You deserve better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
With a Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, this deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
There's more time to save big at Bonzall Pool & Spa with their extended Double the Savings sales event. Now through April 30th, buyers can take advantage of up to $1,500 in savings when they purchase a new hot spring spa. Visit the Bonzall Pool & Spa showroom at 33rd and Pioneers or visit their website at www.bonzallpool.com to learn more about this hot sale. Act now because this offer ends April 30th. Bonzall Pool & Spa, every day made better.
The Sea of Red will fill Memorial Stadium on Saturday for the Red-White Spring Game. Start your day off right with the Elway Power Sports of Lincoln Spring Game Tailgate Show from 8 to 11 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket. All your favorite ticket personalities will prepare you for what to watch and players to keep track of. It's the Elway Power Sports of Lincoln Spring Game Tailgate Show from 8 to 11 a.m. on Saturday on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com, and statewide on TV at Allo 961. Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers.
So-
I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Friday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. Also at 70th and Pioneers in the beautiful stone building. And what does Shin Daddy have for us today?
He's
Bill?
been working at something for the last couple of years. He has it perfected. And today's the first day he's going to open up and be set. He has an easel set up as you walk in, and he's doing, every customer comes in, he's doing a caricature of him. He's a caricature artist.
No way.
That's
awesome.
Yes, so he has the easel set up for whoever comes in.
Nature.
Everyone who comes in, they get a caricature. They come into their bank on the way out. They know the big white sheets you have on those.
Yeah.
Oh yes, he's up there. So
those.
Steve's whipping it out.
How many can he do?
With that?
I mean, how many do you think he can
What's
do?
that? Well, today he's planning on doing a couple hundred. Yeah, a couple hundred of them. Whoever comes in.
Free?
Yeah. Of course it's free. Everything's
Shin
fine.
Daddy,
Yeah,
come on.
there's no charge. He'll take a picture with you if you want at the end. So everyone who comes in, he gets
take a picture.
Yes. He's a caricature artist.
He just
He
whips
started
it up really
it 2
fast.
years ago. He learned it online.
That's intense.
He learned it online.
That's intense.
Very intense.
Yeah. So you got to sit
that's
there.
quite a skill set.
Oh,
I think the caricature is one of the coolest things. People can do those. It's incredible.
Think about it.
Think about that. Yeah. And they whip that.
Think about yourself trying to do a character right now.
Right now. I couldn't draw a sick person. So yeah, it would be artists mesmerize me. They absolutely just that Shin Daddy. That's who he is.
I would expect a long line for this because this is something you would want, right?
Oh, absolutely.
A long line at the
There'll be a long line.
I think he would.
Yeah.
Characters with a big easel.
Big easel set up. Yes. Yes.
He never fails to astound me. I mean, He's so talented.
And if you want a bank, you still can.
I mean, that's a rare combo too. Artist, banker.
Yes, you don't see it very much.
No.
And a caricature artist.
Character.
Yes.
Caricature.
Caricature
artist. Easel set up in the lobby.
You get the cut.
Easel set up in the lobby.
Yeah, in the lobby.
Huh.
More towards the back.
I imagine
he doesn't want to get in the way of people that are coming in and out because otherwise the fire safety get on you a little bit if you're blocking up the entrance.
Could be a long line.
Could be a long line, but he's there for you. He'll stay to the very end.
Will he?
Yeah. So if the bank closes, they have to close at a certain time. He stays extra. He will stay extra to finish things up. That's Shin Daddy.
That's intense. That's intense. I mean,
it's big daddy
taking care of the people.
Yeah. I just see it as intense because if you're whipping through 100 of them,
it's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
So sorry, I was getting logged into Husker Online over here.
Yeah.
Well, you were.
Yeah,
do you know how to do
What's
that?
going on? What's going on this weekend?
Well, just get ready for the spring game. Thanks to Midwest Bank for always sponsoring our team. We got their hat on today. Rocking the Midwest Bank hat today here on Friday.
Yeah.
Here. Me,
you are.
Me.
Yeah.
I am.
You've worn it several times.
I've worn
Steve.
this hat before.
Yeah,
You've had this hat.
Yeah, Steve's had it on.
We've all had the hat on.
Midwest Bank.
Sponsor of Hour 2. Thank you to Midwest Bank. 464-5685. Call or text as always. Yes, tomorrow is the spring game. 11 a.m. kickoff here in Lincoln for the spring game. Matt Rule did speak yesterday before as his last session before the spring game. Sip, were you there,
Steve?
or not?
I was there. Yes,
Okay.
I was there.
How was his mood?
It was fine.
Did he address you as Steve?
I don't think so.
Did you identify yourself as on 3?
I did not because you didn't have to.
Okay.
You should every time.
He did say right off the top a line that I was happy to hear because you never know what you're going to get in these spring games, right? But he said it's interesting. It's interesting and not interesting, and depending on how you look at it. He said the goal is to play a game. The goal is to play a game. That's nice to hear because you're not always getting that in this day and age, right? I don't know what all teams are doing. Some are doing nothing. I mean, I don't think Wisconsin does. They just have a practice, right?
I'm not sure what they have.
Yeah. But anyway, they
used to be Butch's Bash. Don't remember. We went through
I do remember that.
I wish I was there for that.
So the goal is to play a game. They played what resembled a real game last spring. Now, he said, as was the case last year, there'll be offensive linemen who have to rotate between teams. And he also said there's a lack of depth at receiver because some receivers are limited by injury. And that will impact how the scrimmage is structured, the depth at receiver. But by and large, he wants to have, 2 teams and a game played. So it would be the 1s and 3s on a team and the 2s on a team. And there'll be guys shifting between teams. But he wants a let's play a game approach, which I was happy to hear. It makes it more palatable. The quarterbacks will be in green and they will shift between teams. But that's it. That's what we're talking about. He said it can't be like last year where you play for a while, then you start fumbling the ball around.
Yeah, that was concerning.
That was 8 turnovers.
That was not good.
8. Yeah, and everybody
and obviously the part that adds up is there was 8 turnovers in the spring game, and then there was a turnover problem throughout the season. And so, hopefully you want to be that is stressed. I guarantee that is heavily stressed. By everyone who touches a ball.
Yeah, when it happened last year, it was easy just to say, you kind of poo-pooed it, right? But then it happened. Then it happened during the season. He's got he treats it like a pretty important thing. He said, if it's ugly, then we didn't accomplish what we wanted to accomplish this spring, right? And he always goes back to they're 5-7. He said, we're 5-7 till we're not 5-7. And we have to keep getting better. I like the coach. I do. I'm glad they're playing. It makes it a little easier to cover.
Yep. Rule was asked for all the fans who want to come see Dylan Raiola play.
Yeah, what did he say?
What would you tell them? Here's Matt Rule yesterday to that question.
Yeah, I can't even answer that. Not disrespectful to you. I'd hope, was the lad from Gene Hackman and Hoosiers where they're all chanting for Jimmy. And he's like, I hope you'd cheer for. I hope everyone. And the Husker fans I meet, I'm sure they're excited to see Dylan play, but most of them they come to the warm ups here because they want to see all the players. So. We don't love any one player more than anyone else. So I hope Husker fans have pretty high standard. I'm sure that if I was a Husker fan, I'd just be coming hoping that the ball's not on the ground. You know what I mean? Like, hey, let's play real football. So, but I mean, you want to be the starting quarterback at Nebraska? You better be ready to deal with the heat. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Heinrich learned that last year. A lot of guys have learned that it's hard. You know, after games, you guys don't talk to Gifford after every game, do you? You don't talk to Nash after every game. You talk to me and the quarterback. And so the two people with the most pressure are me and the quarterback. And so they better, if a freshman's starting, they better learn it now.
We've talked about in the spring, well, we overemphasize what we see on Saturday for Raiola, because we haven't, you saw him twice for 30 minutes, right? An hour total in the spring, basically, in different practices.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even watch him that much. I honestly didn't watch him that much. Saw him some.
Because everyone else was watching him.
Well, no, just because I was trying to watch some other stuff. I got a good idea what Dylan does. And they're just throwing on air. I mean, there's just not much to learn. I mean, Jeff Sims looked incredible last spring, throwing on air. Big guy, ball comes out of his hand, good. What's it mean? Not that much. Turns out it didn't mean anything. I think his number, Jake, was one TD and 6 picks. How's that for a ratio?
Not good.
One TD, 6 picks. But he looked good throwing it. With nobody on, with nobody covering anybody. So I don't know. You don't learn that much there. But Dylan, I saw him in Hawaii. Those practices with Zim.
Zim, yeah. We've had him Zim on the show, by the way.
Mike Zimmer. Yeah, Mike Zimmer's now back in the business. He's a defensive coordinator for the Cowboys. But anyway, I mean, I saw what I needed to see there. But obviously everybody's going to be watching Dylan and the defense. Rules said, did you have that sound on the defense? Which he said they did not have a good day Saturday. He didn't know on Saturday because Bill's been there. You don't know exactly what it looks like until you see the film. Apparently the film didn't look good either, because he says the defense did not have a good day Saturday. So he expects Tony White's guys to come out raring this Saturday. We'll see on that.
Well, it's always an interesting spring game. There's some, I don't know this, but a lot of times there's restrictions on, hey, we're going to play 2 or 3 coverages. We're going to do 2 or 3 things. Or sometimes it might just say, let it fly. Everything is out there to be able to do. So, but there will be a conversation like what it might just be, no, everything's up, or everything's up but this, or it could be just like, no, we're going to keep it this. You have a couple different looks. You want to see when you go to a spring game, what you want to see, one of the things you want to see the most is strain. You want to see strain, and you want to see fanatical effort. That's what you want to see. You want to see when I was out at Utah, I was sitting there with the defensive coordinator, and we were with the defense. And so he said something, Coach, do you want to say anything about the spring game? Because they were playing one coverage the entire game, just keeping it very simple. Yeah. Keeping it very simple like that. And I said, I'd get my butt to bed early. I'd be woke up and I would be ready to go. And I would strain so hard that I'd put it on film. And whether it's like, we're just playing this one coverage, watch me play it, and watch the effort that I'm going to play with. The strain is what you're looking for. You just want to see. Okay, well, we were handcuffed. We could only play 2 or 3 calls. Don't care. What was your strain? How well did you get off blocks? How did you play your technique? All those things that goes.
Well, this quote gives you an idea of what the game will look like. He threw this in kind of late. He said to him, this isn't he's talking figuratively. He said, this isn't the red-white game for me. This is the red and white shootout. He said, I know we'll be able to run the ball. I want to see if we can throw the ball. I want to see if we can catch the ball. I want to see if we can engage in 2-minute offense. He said there'll probably be a lot of no-huddle 2-minute stuff. So I want to see if we can throw, catch, rush the passer. So that gives you an idea of what it's going to look like. There'll be a lot of throwing, not as much run.
But like you said, but there's going to be a limited receiver depth out there.
Yeah, apparently there's some guys out. I don't even know. He didn't say who. I mean, Malachi Coleman, we know, hasn't practiced. I shouldn't say it. He practices, but he's in a green jersey. I don't know who else is all limited right now. So I thought they had enough of them, but apparently not. So I'm kind of halfway looking forward to it. Halfway.
Thud kickoffs, punting and place kicking. Also, no live tackling and special teams to be expected on tomorrow.
Right.
Tomorrow's
There'll
game.
be some specials, but you're right. No live tackling. A lot of passing. I don't know how many teams do live special teams work out there.
You haven't seen much of that. No. And part of the thing also gets a little jacked up on special teams is you might, how things are set up with who's going to be on those teams. And sometimes it could be because you don't want anybody from crossover from the red and white. So it makes it a little bit harder, but you still want to get good work out there. Like I watched Illinois and they went out there and they had just the kicker and 2 returners, and they worked on their returning. They were on fielding the ball with what they're going to do at that time. I would still like to see, like, hey, if you get a kickoff team out there, work on the timing of the kickoff.
Yeah,
you'll get a lot out of that. Do it in the stadium. It's still, like I said, it's not a live situation, but there's little things you can get out of it.
I mean, I think that. I mean, I'm not telling you or anybody that. Any coach something they don't know, but if I were in those shoes, I would make this a practice. Like, we got to get some stuff done. You only get 15 of them.
So let's just
very limited number of practices in this sport.
Yeah.
15 of them.
I would be excited if you had this weather.
Oh, you
tomorrow
would.
For my punt returner.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got some rain and we've got wind. This is issues, but guess what? It's going to come up in the fall. So we get to practice fielding balls in this weather. Just or tomorrow, you'd like to be. If I'm the special teams coach, I'm like I want some wind. I want to see how we handle punting into it, with it, how we field balls, all those scenarios that can come up. Because just the 72 no wind, that doesn't give you a chance to work on some things that happens in the kicking game when your foot hits the ball.
So 11 a.m. spring game tomorrow. We got some things to look for there. Obviously, some receivers not playing, but
Jake, are you going?
It's great. It's a great
now,
question.
It's a little different now. You have never missed it, but now you have something.
That's not true. I've missed a spring game before.
Have you?
I've watched every spring game. I've not gone to all of them.
Okay.
I haven't been for a couple of years to the game itself. I don't know. I've got invites to go. I got tickets by myself. I can go. I don't know.
Yeah, you got to have tickets.
What was the charge? What was the charge to get in?
I think they're $10.
$10.
Not that much. Yeah,
gotcha.
Not that much. I do not know if I will be in attendance. I have an option, but we'll see what the morning brings. Sip will be there.
Yeah, because it's my job. 11 a.m. I'm just thinking we're not doing a pregame.
We are
show.
doing a pregame show.
Oh yeah.
I'll see you at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Okay. Good to know.
Was there any talk from with Dannon, the AD, of him firing 10 people?
No.
Okay, just want to know.
No, why you say that?
Because Trev fired like 10 people.
I think 18.
It was 18.
Yeah.
Fired Fired 18.
Yes. Trev's. Yeah.
18. So I just wondered if that's like something
in there.
Yeah.
If went in there and cleaned some house.
Yeah, clean some house.
Do you suppose like a president of a university, does it factor into the equation of hiring an AD? I'm not joking around here, by the way. Previous experience in that sort of role, like going to UNO and making
slashing
the sport, very controversial.
Great question.
Like, I wonder if you look at that and say, well, he has done it. He has thick skin. And
it had to be well discussed prior to taking the job.
I would think.
I don't think all of a sudden he went to the president and chancellor. All of a sudden goes, "Hey, quick nuts and bolts things here. I'm going to let 18 guys go, or 18
in the
department. 18 goes.
Got to cut some fat.
You guys good with that? We're going to trim the fat.
Yeah. I imagine he knew going in that was going to be the case.
You ever see that line in Horrible Bosses?
No.
He said that it's like, hey, we got to trim the fat. What are we going to do? Fire the fat people. He goes, yeah. He goes, get rid of Marge. Then the guy goes, Marge is pregnant. Trim the fat.
Anyway, yeah, no, I don't see any cuts coming from Dan, and major cuts. Anyway, they got rid of them.
Could you imagine 18?
It's a lot.
18, you're fired.
18.
They had too many people is what my first thought is. I mean, there's 18 that can be fired. Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yes, it's a lot. Before I get to break, if you were one of the people in the state that was affected by hail damage last night, you might want to give a call to Meadowlark Exteriors.
Absolutely.
Because they can fix anything with hail damage. They can everything with your house. Exteriors, everything they can fix all this. Please call Brett at 402-875-2956. Hail, storm, and wind damage repair restoration specialists is what they are. They specialize in that stuff. Go to meadowlarkexteriors.com or again, call 402-875-2956. Don't let that linger.
There had to be some damage. There had to be corridor of Nebraska. Get a hold of these guys.
The corridor. When we come back, it is time for Bill. Tease this.
Remember, we want to get off the stream so you can hear the music.
Yes.
We want to go headphones in. This is a new segment by me.
Yes.
It's an all new segment. And I think
interesting.
I think this song, I talked about this because Steve doesn't know what it is.
I don't.
It's going to be like a quadruple grand slam home run, or you're going to be like, I don't have any idea why you played that, but there's a message to why it was played.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's a tease. That's a tease. Bill's Thrills. New segment. Next, an early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
This is Lancaster County Attorney Pat Condon reminding you to vote for my friend and colleague, Carolyn Bozen. Carolyn Bozen is a strong voice for Lincoln who we need representing us in the legislature. Carolyn Bozen voted for historic funding for education to support our schools and for the largest property tax relief package in Nebraska history. Carolyn Bozen is the voice we need representing us in the legislature. This is Lancaster County Attorney Pat Condon. Join me in supporting Carolyn Bozen for legislature on May 14th.
Paid for by Bozen for legislature.
Have you been accused of a crime? Is your liberty and freedom at stake? At Liberty Law Group, we are committed to defending the liberty and pursuing justice for those accused. Going to court is stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. At Liberty Law Group, we carry that burden for you. When legal troubles are keeping you up at night, trust Liberty Law Group to fight your battles. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
The Omaha Supernovas are back in action this Friday, April 26th versus the Grand Rapids Rise at CHI Health Center in Omaha. The Mullen Motors pregame show with Derek Pierce and Renee Saunders starts at 6 p.m. with first serve at 7. Make sure to tune in to the next Ag Appraisal and Realty postgame show right after the match ends. Catch all the action on your flagship station, 93.7 The Ticket, and statewide on the Supernovas Radio Network.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals in everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
The Sea of Red will fill Memorial Stadium on Saturday for the Red-White Spring Game. Start your day off right with the Elway Power Sports of Lincoln Spring Game Tailgate Show from 8 to 11 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket. All your favorite ticket personalities will prepare you for what to watch and players to keep track of. It's the Elway Power Sports of Lincoln Spring Game Tailgate Show from 8 to 11 a.m. on Saturday on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com, and statewide on TV at Allo 961.
I'm Dave Osted. And I'm Ryan Osted. Every golfer will get value from being custom fit. The truth is, the higher handicappers will get more value from being custom fit than the low handicappers.
It's changed so much since my dad started the business in 1963. We now have hundreds of thousands of dollars in technology, and we know exactly what the spin rate is, what your launch angle is. We encourage you to bring your current clubs in now, and we can compare it. And guys walk out of the store knowing that the purchase they just made is going to give them 21 more yards off the tee box. Play better, have fun, and shop Osted's.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans. begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first.
At Doane University, your future is uniquely yours, and our world-class liberal arts education is just the beginning.
We invite you to schedule your campus visit and experience why Doane University will start you on your journey to your future career.
Learn more by scheduling your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit. See you soon.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Hey guys, Jake Sorensen here from Early Break. The garage door at our house has been needing replacement for a couple years, and a few months ago, we finally did something about it. Steve's Garage Doors and Services was great through the whole process in providing options and also going to the next level to get a door that was approved by our HOA. And best of all, the removal of the old door and installation of the new door was done smoothly with no issues. Call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today at 402-480-2840.
This
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
is Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The new edition of Bill's Thrills in 1 second. Before that, don't forget First Rate Ag in Holdridge, full-service ag retailer offering everything from crop protection to lawn fertilizer. They've been around for 25 years in business. Reach out at firstrateag.com or call 308-995-8327. Ask for Parker or Chris and mention The Ticket.
The Ticket. Get 10% off of everything, 12% on Thursdays. Yes, we missed that, so get ready for next Thursday. I just think about that, Jake. 25 years in the business. So what's the chance it's like a fly-by-night? It's not.
No, they're real.
That's so rock solid. It's like Heyman. It's like Heyman in at the Diamond. Same thing. Company's been around forever. Let's go with someone like that. Hey, when did you guys start up? Oh, Thursday. Last Thursday was our first day. No, 25 years. God, incredible job.
Doing something right.
Not second rate. First rate.
First Rate Ag. It is time for Bill's Thrills. Are you ready for this? We're going to play the open.
Yes.
Here we go. Friday edition of Bill's Thrills. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be bonanza.
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Yes, Bill's Thrills, as always, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Call them at 402-730-7387 for a free consultation to plan your financial future today. Bill,
don't stop by and see them today. Do not do it. Do not stop by and see them. You know why? They're moving. They're changing buildings. They had to enlarge. They had to get a bigger building because guess what? Had to have a bigger vault. You know why?
Why?
More money. The vault was too small. I talked in depth with Scott Moore yesterday, and he goes, Bill, we just couldn't keep up with it. We had so much. We'd end up having cash. He goes, just laying around.
What a problem to have.
And just have it laying around because we couldn't secure it. So we're moving. So today they have movers coming in, and they're going to have us out there. It's still on Old Cheney. I don't have the exact location of it, but they're going to let us know. Yeah, they're moving. Legitimately, they got movers. Or right now, they're on boots on the ground. Right now, they're
Texas,
able to go.
Scott, where are you going? Scott, Texas.
Let us know like that. But I talked to him yesterday in great detail. Today, we have a new section. I'm going to mention the section when we get done. We want to be off stream to listen if possible. We want to have headphones in if you own them. You want to have volume up, okay? And I want you just to take this in and just let it just kind of bathe in it. Let it happen. Here we go. Thank you, Jay.
Yep, there it is.
Oh. Here's my new section.
What's going on?
Oh, Simon and Garfunkel, one of the best duets ever. It just grabs you. But here's what grabs you. And here's the new section. I wish I was there.
Oh,
I wish I was there.
I like that.
Could you imagine?
No, I like that.
Can you imagine 1981 Central Park in the summer? Could you imagine the people that were at that concert? And they're like, no, I heard it. I heard him sing Sound of Silence.
I wish I was there.
I wish I was there. Can you?
I wish I were there.
I would love to. If somebody like that, I want to contact someone who was in. There was 100,000 people there. It's insane. It's insane, and it's live in Central Park, and that's one of the most famous duets ever. It's not walk-up music. It just catches you, and you put on the headphones on, you listen, and I couldn't imagine being there. And they have a bunch of fun, good songs like that, and all of a sudden, and on the video they pan out to the crowd, and people are just like they're with their wives or girlfriend. Everybody's kind of just hugging each other and listening and singing along.
Beautiful.
Oh,
beautiful.
It is just a home run. But that's the new section on Fridays now.
I wish I were there.
I wish I were there. We're going to touch on moments where I wish I was and where
that's
people,
a good one.
I like that
where
idea.
they're at.
Yeah, I do like that idea.
So it's like, do you wish you were there, Jake?
Yeah. That sounds like a sweet song to be at there. Sweet concert.
Have you ever heard that song before, Jake?
Yeah, I'm very aware of the Sound of Silence. I like the song.
I can sort of remember that. I think it was televised.
I believe you're correct.
Yes.
It was so big. We'd have been in high school.
Yes.
And so
it was big.
But I couldn't imagine what it was like to be there.
Yeah.
And that would be one of the concerts that you would talk. I was there.
It was a big deal.
It was a big deal.
Yes.
It was a big deal. And you were, and to be at that,
almost as a
New
Friday
York
night.
City. And I think you're right, Steve. I think he's nailed all these things.
Friday night.
And everyone, when you left that concert, the feeling was overwhelming.
It was big.
It was big. And then they just killed it. Can you imagine being able to harmonize like that? Just two people. Hey, we're going to grab a couple microphones. We're going to grab a guitar. What else? That's it. We're good.
In front of tons of people in a park.
The skill set of that song was ridiculous. Jake, anything from the text line?
Yes, 464-5685. Scott in Minnesota says, incredible on that one.
Wish I was there. I wonder does Scott wish he went there?
Probably so. Doug says, Bill, with that tease, you should have Rickrolled us. You should have some Rick Astley, never going to give you up. That's the tease there, you know?
That's the tease.
Someone said that's a good Friday song. I wish I could have been there. So with you there in that one. Chills from Ohio Husker. Chills.
It's a chilling song. It's a chilling song when you sit and listen to it, and it's one you want to kind of be alone. This is one, Steve. You wish you had the old school. Remember the old school headphones?
Yes.
You wish you had those on.
Like these ones.
Yes, like these ones. People talking without speaking. I love that.
We have a text from Anthony. I think is worth mentioning.
Okay.
Here. He says maybe Sip or Bill can relate to this. I was at the gym and saw an older man wearing a shirt with that song. It said, "Hello, darkness, my old friend. I stood up too fast again."
Hey, this is
Hello, darkness. Oh, that's incredible.
They say it's in front of 500,000 people.
Wow.
500,000.
This is a wiki.
Okay, nice. Yeah, thank you, Steve. Give us some more. 500. I said 100. I was off.
Which is still a lot.
Still a lot of time.
Yeah, it's still a lot.
Yeah.
It was a free benefit concert on the Great Lawn in Central Park.
Yep.
And a film of the event was shown on TV and released on video. So maybe we just saw a film of the event.
May have been.
Josh, you know that song? Okay. I'm curious. I mean, is there an age that does not know that song? Yeah, I've known that song for years.
Oh, HBO carried it. That's right.
HBO carried. 500,000 people gathered in Central Park, and they went up there and knocked that one out of the park with several other songs.
And probably Mrs. Robinson.
Mrs. Robinson. Oh, yeah. And then it's just like, wow. Didn't they sing? Did they sing Me and Julio?
I'm sure they
that
did.
That was just Paul Simon.
Was it just Paul Simon? That could be. Yeah. They didn't always get along. They got along this night. I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah.
They got along this night. That's what they did. I wish I was there. I wish I was there.
I think,
being one of 500. Imagine when you left that place to headed back to wherever you're going, probably getting on a train, heading back to the Bronx or someplace or Staten Island. It's like, wow, what just happened? What just happened today?
My God,
What just happened?
500,000 people.
And for the rest of your life, you're like, I was there. Where were you? I was right over here. You can walk through the park. I was right over here. This is where I was at when that played.
How about Slip Sliding Away?
Yeah.
That would have been incredible.
Yeah,
that's a good one, Bill.
Yeah.
I like it.
On Fridays, we're going to have Wish I Was There. That was
imagine anywhere in Lincoln with 500,000 people anywhere. We brag about the stadium. That's 90,000 people.
How
we
would
have 500,000.
How would you even do it?
Where would you go?
They'd have to be playing like on 9th Street, and it'd have to be all of O Street. It'd have to be just it'd just be packed down the aisles like that. I don't know.
I forget the numbers like the people that went to the air show. Huge crowds out there. But I don't know if it was 500,000, probably less than that, I would guess.
How about this? Imagine the speaker system. It's 1981. It's a little different than what we have now.
Yeah,
40 some years.
It sounded good.
Sounded incredible. That's what's remarkable about it. So
Derek says Cecilia, good song by Simon and Garfunkel.
Yes, very good song.
Yep.
And so they nailed all those, but that's the one that this song's the one everyone remembers.
Sound of Silence.
Wish I Was There. So that's the new section on Friday. We're going to talk about places I wish I was at when something happened.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I like that. So, all right, that's Bill's Thrill, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid Plains Advisors. Call them today at 402-730-7387. Yesterday, Sip, Bill won the game show.
You're kidding.
He did. He won the game. It was number one overall picks of all time.
Yep.
And Bill
won
2-0 over the caller.
Wow.
The
Good
caller
job.
actually never guessed at all. He had two questions. He never even guessed a name.
He didn't guess twice. Jay goes, she goes, bold strategy.
That's a bold strategy. Did not guess
It's hard
anything.
to win if you don't even say didn't say a word.
Bold strategy. Did not guess anything at all. But Bill won 2-0. So you guys are now 2-2 in the week.
Okay,
it's a big day.
It seems like a big day.
Today on a Film Friday, our topic is TV characters. I know it's a pretty broad topic, but TV characters. I need to know.
You're going to just nail it or miss it. So it'll be so.
You've watched some TV. It surprises me.
If it's old school TV.
Yeah.
If we're talking about something in the last 10 years or whatever, no.
Yeah, besides
Modern Family.
Ooh. Yeah. Will that be in here? We'll see about Modern Family. Possibly. 464-5685. Shut
Bill
up, Simple. Start right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the Dickdown Sip in trivia. Bill, a lifeline for one question, as always, on TV characters in this film Friday. It's pretty bold. I'm not going to ask how you feel because it's very
been
very
over
broad.
a million. It's been over a million TV shows.
Yes. I try to do the ones
8
that people
million
know.
actors.
Yes.
Anyway. Try to nail 4 of them.
We have Cornhusker Craig is our caller contestant. How do you feel about this today, Cornhusker Craig?
I'll say iffy.
All right, iffy
We're
is probably
all
the
iffy on
proper
this one.
response to
Yeah,
that.
I
Thank
think
you
we
for
are.
calling.
All right, first question goes to you, Cornhusker Craig. Here we go. What actor played the role of Don Draper in Mad Men?
Oh my goodness.
It's right in front of me.
Never seen the show.
It's a bad start.
Boy. All right, I'm passing.
Oh, I mean, 3 times in a row, pass for the first, okay?
Ham.
Oh, John Hamm.
We go with John Hamm as the steal?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Bill has been used properly. John Hamm is
Yeah.
correct. How about that?
Good job.
Yes. He was.
I
also-
wouldn't have got it. I don't think
He was in Maverick.
He was. That's right. He was in Maverick.
This
I
is
forgot about
probably
that.
the 4th time you've done this one. I still didn't get it.
Well,
Johnny.
Bill got it for you. Sip,
Yeah.
first question. Bill's out, but he used them properly.
We can be up 2-0 here.
I hope Bill will be mad if you don't get this one. What actor played the role of Cosmo Kramer in Seinfeld?
Oh,
Richards.
easy.
Richards.
Michael Richards is correct.
Nice.
A 2-0 lead
Yeah.
to stay alive. Cornhusker Craig, last question. What actor played the role of Barney Stinson in How I Met Your Mother?
Oh, Hauser. What's his name? Patrick Scott.
Keep trying. Try again. Try again.
Scott Patrick.
Try again. Try again.
Oh, man.
Stick with Patrick. Stick with
Hauser, I
Patrick.
remember. Patrick.
Doogie Howser.
I'm gonna give that to him. I'm gonna give it to him.
Sound
You guys. Neil Patrick Harris. Neil
Patrick.
Patrick
He was
Harris.
Doogie Howser, and he was the doctor.
So we'll get you back on the
12-year-old
coffee.
doctor.
Thanks for calling in and calling down the road, Cornhusker Craig. Nice try today.
Thank you, Craig.
Hey, that's 3 straight wins. You guys were 0-2 with Nick here this week, and I'm 3-0 with me. Good
Michael
luck,
Richards.
Charles. Michael Richards.
And John Hamm.
It sounds
would
like
have gotten
I'm
John.
hearing rumors that Jerry Seinfeld, and Michael Richards are going to have might combine to do a sitcom again soon. There's rumors.
Really?
There's rumors.
Michael Richards back from the dead.
Yes, back from the
Yeah,
dead.
he had a little problem. Yeah.
No problem there.
Coming back. He can come back. He can make a comeback.
I'm curious if you'll get this one right. This is the last question. You've already won the games. This is gravy. What actor plays the role of Saul Goodman in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I know who you're talking about.
I can see him.
Yeah, I can see him, but there's no way I'd get his name right now.
No
Okay,
chance.
that'd be Bob Odenkirk.
No. 30 days.
You want to
Give me-
guess his age for the tiebreaker, Bill?
Yeah.
His current age right now?
Right now, today.
64.
Under.
61.
Under.
61.
But I would have guessed more like our age. 52.
Is that how old you are now? Yeah, you've changed your age quite a bit here.
So he's 61?
61.
God.
Yes, 61.
Oh, we got to cut that cookie here pretty
Yes,
quick.
shout out, we are. Shout out to Dennis. Dennis from the Body Shop.
God, it's so nice. Dennis, thank
provided
you.
a cookie cake. It said happy birthday to Coach and Jake on it.
Dennis.
Oh, look at Raph.
Raph's gonna come break
Raph's
into
eyeing
it there.
right now. Look at him. He's eyeing it.
Dennis from the Body Shop. And the Body Shop is what?
48th and A. It's a massage place.
Okay.
Yes.
Go get a massage. Dennis and the team do a great job over there at 48th and A.
That's
So thank you for providing us some nourishment this morning.
Yes.
Food.
Nourishment.
Because you said you were you're starving.
Yeah,
you're famished
I
right
had
now.
just said literally, I can't even describe how hungry I am, and then Dennis shows up.
It's like you heard it.
I have some idle chit chat
right now.
Yeah, real quick, right
Oh,
there.
okay, sure.
Guess who I'm meeting today up at the up north?
Where's north?
Stu Bauer.
No way.
You know who Stu Bauer is?
Meeting Stu. Yeah, who's Stu?
Rowdy Bauer's
That's
dad.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Bauer under.
You know that Rowdy broke the state record in the long jump.
Where'd he go?
24.5. I
Something
believe.
like that.
We've had some athletes in the state.
Yeah.
How about
That's
record
ridiculous.
breaker?
Yeah, it's incredible
That's
job.
ridiculous.
Then he also won. There's a huge track meet at like a champions invite only at Norfolk. He won that again too the other day in horrible weather. But yeah, I've not seen him jump yet, but I will see him jump, and also I'll see him at the state track meet. Also, I'll be over there at that.
That's Bauer Underground.
Yes,
And infrastructure
Yes.
and branch excavating. All three.
they
That's
put
the Bauer branch.
holes in the ground. They
They're-
put holes in the
those
ground.
are hard
They do it
working.
well.
Oh yeah,
guys.
yeah. That's you don't. I told you about the story, but it's not my job. Nothing's not my job with Stu. Stu's everything his job. That's why he's doing so well.
Right.
Well, enjoy. Yeah. Shout out to Stu Bauer. Great guy. And great job with your company, Stu. Does a great job. Happy birthday, Bill, tomorrow. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Enjoy
And
your
same to
birthday.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are birthday boys.
Yeah.
The Spillover is next, an early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
NEBCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEBCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEBCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries. It's getting nicer outside, but it's still hit or miss in the spring on golf weather. Not at Double Eagle Golf. You're home for always 72-degree weather with no wind. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues are underway, but stay tuned for info on indoor golf tournaments and book your bay for after the spring game in late April. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Hi, I'm Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised in Lancaster County, learning the value of hard work and grit at a young age. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. I know that families and businesses in our community need lower taxes, lower cost of healthcare, and a great education. That's why, as your senator, I helped pass the largest tax cut and made the most significant investment in education in Nebraska history and worked to reduce the cost of healthcare. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on May 14th. Paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
I'm Dave Osted. And I'm Ryan Osted. Every golfer will get value from being custom fit. The truth is, the higher handicappers will get more value from being custom fit than the low handicappers.
It's changed so much since my dad started the business in 1963. We now have hundreds of thousands of dollars in technology, and we know exactly what the spin rate is, what your launch angle is. We encourage you to bring your current clubs in now, and we can compare it. And guys walk out of the store knowing that the purchase they just made is going to give them 21 more yards off the tee box. Play better, have fun, and shop Osted's.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover. Chris Raff joins us as his Broncos have selected Bo Nix to be their next quarterback of choice. Raff, you seem optimistic. Now, this is a thing, though. We've seen that no matter the circumstances, you are very positive toward what the Broncos do. This was not entirely seen as a good thing or a good pick for the Broncos. Where do you stand on that pick last night by Denver, your beloved team?
Before the draft, if you'd have told me, I'd be like, I don't know, kind of lukewarmish to it. But then when the draft or when the pick happens, you're like, well, he's a Bronco now. You got to support. But then you go and you kind of open up the book on him. And I was like, I guess I'm impressed. Like his accuracy, he set the NCAA record with over 77% passing percentage. And people are like, well, it's a product of the offense, running a lot of bubble screens and stuff like that. But Sean Payton said in his press conference last night, he told his analytics team to go through and take out all those bubble passes, all the screen passes. And he just wanted to see the percentages of when he drives the ball downfield. And his percentages doing that are just as good. Third down conversion rate.
Okay.
So,
I like the pick.
And he's
Sip like the pick.
And he's bigger than what I thought he was. For some reason, I had it in my mind that he was like 5'10".
No.
He's 6'2", 213, 216, I think.
He draws comparisons to Drew Brees, but he's 6'2". So he's kind of like Drew Brees. He doesn't have a super strong arm. That's the knock on him.
Yeah, well, they said it's stronger than what it shows. At first, they said they compared him to Tua, and I went, oh, no.
Because, thanks. Thank you.
Well, he's just got no arm strength. But he's got, I think.
Wow, is that true?
I think
Tyreek's gotten open plenty of times for him.
Just can't get the ball to him.
In stride, deep balls have been hit to Waddle. And
except when it's cold out.
Okay, it's cold out. Sorry, Raph. It's negative 45 degrees.
I want to address something away from the NFL draft you guys will be fascinated by.
Okay.
You'll be fascinated by this. This is one of the most interesting quotes I've seen from Nick Saban. I'm sorry, Raph.
Oh, this is a good one.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
On ABC, talking about the Toledo cornerback, Quinyon Mitchell. This is Nick Saban, the former Alabama coach, on TV, live TV, talking about. Did you see this, Jake? Talking about the Toledo cornerback Quinyon Mitchell. This is Nick Saban openly admitting that they tampered and really tampered. He said, this is quoting Nick Saban, he was our number one guy in the portal last year to try to get him to come out of the portal. And he would never get in the portal. So he wasn't even in the portal. She was trying to get him in the portal.
But was he tampering? I think it kind of be construed as if he went in the portal, that would be the number one guy that he would
I think
take.
if a guy's not in the portal and you're talking to him, it's tampering.
I agree with
But
that.
was he talking to him? I think was he just waiting for him to go in they thought if he would go in the portal.
This makes it sound like he was talking to him.
He was talking.
To try to get him to come out. Well, you're right, Raph. He has an out here.
Yeah.
Saban
he has an out where he can be like, if he would have went in the portal, he was our number one guy. Because I'm assuming now.
Hold on, though. He says and we could never get him in the portal. So I think they're trying to pull him into the portal.
I'd be interested to know.
Fella.
Yeah.
Come on, little fella.
Jump in there.
We got some money for you.
Think of this,
A lot
though.
of money.
I wonder how many
Come
schools.
on, fella.
How many schools with all, the analytics workers and the people like that now, how many schools go through and look at these mid-major teams and be like, you got to probably have a file on these players on people that you think might hit the portal.
100.
So then when they do hit the portal, then you know to go after them or not. So I would guess there's a list of, the MAC schools and their players. And it's like, well, if he hits the portal, we got to, have some sort of recruitment on him. So it's a weird world of college football.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird. But anyway, good point. And he hasn't, you're right, though. Saban hasn't out. He hasn't.
Well, he don't care now anyway.
Do people even care? So this is what I was going to ask you guys. Do you even care that there's tampering?
We just expect it. It's just been a part of the process forever, right?
Part of the process forever?
For a long time. Tampering has been around for a long time.
Well, since the portal.
And
I think probably before the portal,
Yeah.
a little bit to a certain extent.
Yeah.
And the players talk too. So if there was a guy who played, high school ball with them, I'm sure they shot him a text and like, hey, you have to hit the portal, maybe give Alabama a chance.
I don't know how much it was going on that people are just outwardly recruiting off other people's rosters. I don't know how much
that's kind of new, I would think.
I think that's kind of new. Maybe not.
Obviously not as much back then as it is now, but I do think there was probably
happening.
to a certain extent that was happening a little bit.
But I remember the old days where
can't be too naive.
When a player committed, for the most part, it was like, well, be 4 years at Nebraska. Now a player commits, you're like, well, maybe we can get 2 years.
I mean, the reason why it's increased, obviously, Jake, and the reason I'm a little surprised by what you're saying is because back then, before the portal, it wasn't automatic that a player could transfer.
You had to sit out a year.
You had to sit. First of all, you had to sit out a year, and sometimes you wouldn't be able to get a release to certain schools. It was much different.
Yeah,
Raph remembers it because we're older. It was harder. I mean, it was really big news, and it was partially big news because it wasn't that easy. You had to get a release from the coach, and sometimes that didn't happen.
I don't think you could play in the Big 8 school, or couldn't play in the conference.
You couldn't play within the conference.
And then I think Nebraska had first right of refusal. So, like Coach Osborne, I remember he would look at the schedule and be like, well, do we play this team coming up? And
Oh yeah, there'd be a lot of that going on. You're right. Anyway.
So, NFL draft continues today. Rounds 2 and 3 in Detroit. Rounds 4 through 7 tomorrow. Spring game tomorrow, Memorial Stadium, 11 o'clock will be the kickoff for that. We'll have our pregame show here from 8 to 11 a.m. Sponsored by, Raffle like this, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, sponsoring our pregame show tomorrow. Title sponsor. So tune in from 8 to 11. Also have post game for that. And this is from Bill. We mentioned Score One smoking a lot on this broadcast. Apparently, they're serving pork loin sandwiches for 375 people at Landmark Implement today.
Hello.
Pork loin sandwich.
How about that? Chris, doing big things out there in Holdridge.
That sounds good.
We're doing big things. So enjoy the spring game. We will talk to you on Monday. For Steve Sipple and Bill Busch, I am Jake Sorensen. The Drive is next. We'll see you on Monday.
Homeowners, is your yard in distress? Is your lawn being held hostage by stubborn and unruly weeds?